With a new expansion comes new vendor weapons, and naturally the question on everyone's mind is, what are the best vendor weapons? Well, let's go check out the vendors. This video is going to be organized by vendor instead of weapon type, but I will list all of the weapons on this list in the description as well. The weapons discussed here are what I believe to be among the better weapons available, so I'm not going to spend too much time on the stuff that doesn't really impress or stuff that doesn't feel like an immediate buy or maybe requires more testing. First up, the Vanguard. The Bonekruscher heavy machine gun is going to be a solid choice, with disassembly required and Angel's Advocate being potentially interesting. The Bonekruscher is a stupidly hard-hitting machine gun with great PvE bonuses, feeding frenzy or spray and play, which basically do the same thing, and crowd control. Its stability is total garbage, but considering how slow it'll fire, it should be manageable to control, and you'll probably be using hand-laid stock anyway. 25 in the magazine is a little bit weak, but considering the firepower, it's understandable. Disassembly required, the rocket launcher, has a nice suite of bonuses, tripod, and spray and play with Field Scout on it as well, making sure that you can hold on to a ton of rockets and ammo at a time. However, it is lacking in velocity, so I don't know how much I trust it in PvP, but in PvE it should serve pretty well if you need a rocket launcher. Angel's Advocate is a Mida archetype scout rifle, as in it has the same rate of fire and impact as Mida, which hasn't really been terribly common. Mida is pretty good in PvE, and the bonuses here, Outlaw and Reactive Reload, pair pretty nicely with each other given what they do. However, there's a lot of scout rifle competition out there now, as I'll discuss later in the video, so perhaps some more tests are required before coming to a better conclusion. Angel's Advocate has some potential. Moving to Dead Orbit brought some good stuff with the Keystone 01 scout rifle and the PLAST-DITCH 001 shotgun. The Keystone is a slower firing scout, so higher damage with great PvE bonuses, crowd control, and triple tap, not to mention it also comes with extended mag. This thing, while not exactly a hung jury, is going to be a very reliable PvE damage dealer. It has almost hand cannon-like damage with a solid magazine size for its archetype. Pretty good. Next, we have what may end up being the shotgun that drives everyone insane this year, the PLAST-DITCH 001. It comes with rangefinder and hammer forged, with quick draw letting you swap that much quicker to blast someone in the face. Tack on some extra range potential with soft or CQB ballistics, and this is a potential Crucible nightmare. Be on the lookout for this in the coming months. Future War Cult also brings some scout rifle power with the Wounded, a classic 37-48 variety scout. It comes with Zen Moment and Outlaw, with high caliber rounds being an option to pick too. A very reliable scout rifle, Zen Moment will really keep you steady, while Outlaw makes sure you're constantly shooting. This will be a nice PvE tool for basically anyone. Moving to the Crucible vendor now, the Palindrome is probably number one on this list, with a lot of other weapons here also being contenders. The Palindrome is a great pickup here considering it's from a vendor. It comes with rifled barrel on it, so it basically has as much range as a well-rolled IS Luna, plus it comes with rangefinder and spray and play. Great stuff for both PvE and PvP alike. Be prepared to see this often in the Crucible, but it also makes for a great PvE weapon. Very, very good value for the marks. Event Horizon is a black spindle archetype, super slow, super hard hitting. Hidden Hand, always very nice for snipers, plus spray and play is really good for your uptime, and it comes with the ever popular short gaze scope in case you want to bring it into PvP. Chaotic Neutral might as well just be a near clone of Ruin Wake from last year. Same archetype, slow firing, hard hitting, rangefinder with feeding frenzy, and your choice of braced frame or armor piercing rounds. Nothing crazy, just reliable. Zero Day Dilemma is a good pick for an auto rifle if you're into that. Hidden Hand isn't terrible, and spray and play is great, and even though braced frame would drop that magazine size a bit, spray and play can keep you active. That, or you can run with a bunch of bonus range with rifled barrel. You got a lot of options here, so this thing is pretty versatile. It's just that auto rifles right now at the time of this video aren't the greatest. The hero formula is a pretty interesting choice. It's the super fast firing archetype of Scout, which has some potential in PvP, but comes with braced frame for a ton of stability, which is normally this kind of weapon's weakness. Life support is great for PvP, and Third Eye is also great for PvP, so if you're looking for a change of pace in the Crucible, this has some potential. Something Wicked seems like a solid PvE launcher. I'm not too keen on how much cluster bombs were buffed, but if they ended up being buffed enough, then this with Field Scout and Grenadier is going to be pretty nice in that heavy slot if you need rockets. Each new day is a fusion rifle with counterbalance and hand-laid stock, giving a ton of stability. I don't think I've actually ever used a counterbalance fusion rifle before, and with that much stability, I'd like to think that there's some potential in this fusion rifle, even in a shotgun-dominated world. New Monarchy, unfortunately, you do not impress me too much this time around. Assembly 2, a bullet hose auto, is probably as good as you're going to get for a vendor bullet hose. Counterbalance and perfect balance are a nice combo, but if you already have a Doctrine of Passing, you're probably just going to want to use that. However, for those who don't have Doctrine of Passing, this has the potential of filling your bullet hose needs. First Citizen is a bullet hose machine gun also with counterbalance. With 77 bullets in the chamber, plus more with extended mag, this thing is just going to spray madness. I'm not terribly confident in it though. High rate of fire machine guns have never really been too popular, but maybe there's some hope for it. Anyway guys, that is your full list of what I think some of the best vendor weapons are in the Rise of Iron. We'll probably be stuck with them for quite a while, so you have some time to invest in the weapons, and perhaps we'll see some weapons not on this list shine more than what I'm giving them credit for right now. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.